So this is our jig for routing out weight pockets in the Pinewood Derby car body, and it's basically just a piece of half-inch MDF with these two fences mounted on it, and then they attach to an inverted router and act like a small router table. To set it up, we use some parallels. Here's the Pinewood Derby car body, and it's 1 3/4 in width. So if I want to leave a 1/8 inch wall on the weight pocket, and then I have a 1/4 inch bit in here, that means I need 1 3/8 inch spacing between the fence and the bit. So here's a parallel that is 1 3/8 inch, and I can set that up just like this and tighten the fence in position. Now if I bring the bit down, I need to account for a 1/4 inch bit and then another 1 3/8 on the other side, so that's 1 5/8. And I'm going to set them like this. And it's important that the fences be parallel to each other. That's why I don't try to set the second fence to the bit, I set it to the first fence. So these are in fact 3 inches apart now. So now I'm going to just mark off, I want to protect the axle area, the axle mounts, and I want to route out to, oh I don't know, say a space out to about here.
Show them the hole.
Okay, so here's the, so once again I'm going to sort of position the piece here, and at the limit of where I want to drill, or where I want to route out, I need to set another fence on this end, and I'm going to attach it with a clamp. And then on this side, here's the other limit, so I'll set a fence here, touch this to the top of the bit, and mark that as the 0 point. And I have this dial on the back of the router for controlling these things. And then I'm going to raise the limit up by just 1/8 of an inch on each pass. I find that basically by trial and error that any kind of deeper cut will tend to chatter and kind of tear up the work. I've kind of annotated on the table that what we want to do is move the work counterclockwise in a kind of expanding spiral as we cut. So now I'm going to plug the router in, and don't want to forget to actually clamp this other fence in place. It's important that these fences actually not move. Otherwise, as you take deeper cuts, if you encounter an area that hasn't been previously cut out, then again you'll be plunging in too deep at the side of the new work. All right, so I'm going to put some hearing protection on. And hey, how you doing? All right, now we'll turn on. now the bit stopped moving, I can take a look, and oops, here you can pretty well see a nice clean weight pocket. This car body that I'm using is only a little more than a 1/4 inch thick, so I'm going to raise up the bit, not quite as all the way up to a 1/4 inch, something like 0.2, 0.22. And then we'll go from there. And here's the end result. This is this goes all the way, almost all the way through the wood, and there's maybe certainly no more than a 1/16 of an inch, I think, and maybe less than that. So this works quite well, and then it does leave these little rounded corners that can be cleaned up with a chisel. But in terms of making a fantastic weight pocket, we're pretty happy with the outcome.